Yes, today I will talk about the power sharing. Is it not very contradictory words? Don't you feel like that? आपको नहीं लगते हैं? पावर एंड शेयरिंग, पावर कोई कभी शेयर करते हैं? पावर कभी कोई शेयर करते हैं? आज तक कभी देखते हो? अब छोटे छोटे एग्जाम्पल ही देखो ना। आप खुद को देखो, जो चीज़ आपकी होते हैं, जो चीज़ के ऊपर आप कब्जा करते हो, सीधी सी बात, जो आपकी पेन पेंसिल कोई सामान जो आपको पोजेशन में लगते हैं, दैट इज़ योर ओन थिंग, दैट इज़ योर ओन पावर, जहाँ पे आप अपनी ये सब एक अथॉरिटी एक्सरसाइज कर लेते हो, जैसे मर्जी यूज़ कर लेते हो। दैट मीन्स दैट इज़ योर पावर। वो पावर अभी कभी आप शेयर करते हो क्या? यस, लेकिन कभी कभी ये पावर शेयर करना पड़ता है। करते हो ना घर में, ये विथ योर ब्रदर और सिस्टर, व्हेन योर पेरेंट्स आर टेलिंग टू शेयर योर थिंग्स विथ योर younger brother, share your thing with your elder brother, elder sister. Why? Because नहीं तो घर में लड़ाई चलते रहते हैं, है ना? जो लड़ाई चलते रहते हैं, द कन्फ्लिक्ट गोज ऑन. इट हैपेंस इन द in politics also. It happens in the political scenario of each and every country, जहाँ पे if you feel that government is, or the political party, government means the political party who is in power, who makes the government, that they are exercising power and they are not sharing power with anyone. So then it brings conflict, and conflict means ultimate destruction of the country. In this context, I will explain you I will explain you the merits of power sharing with two examples. मतलब क्या है? जे पावर शेयरिंग इसलिए ज़रूरी होते हैं, बिना पावर शेयरिंग में, जो पावर मतलब जहाँ पे आप अपनी अथॉरिटी एक्सरसाइज करते हो, वो आप शेयर नहीं करोगे, तो अल्टीमेटली होल सोसाइटी एक ना एक दिन डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा, एक ना एक दिन ज़रूर डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा। कितनी दिन आप दूसरे को दबा के रखोगे? मैंने इसलिए तो बोला, घर में छोटे भाई बहन को कितनी दिन आपकी अंडर में सप्रेस करके रखोगे? ये कोई ना कोई दिन वो बड़े हो जाएगा, वो दिन आप जो बोलोगे वो आपकी बात एक भी नहीं सुनेगा। सो पावर शेयरिंग इज डिजायरेबल. Power sharing is urgent, not only desirable. There are two words I am using here. One is power sharing is urgent and power sharing is desirable. Power sharing is urgent, otherwise the whole society will be destroyed. And power sharing is desirable because in democratic country, what kind of country India is? what kind of country the यूरोपियन पावर्स आर? यूरोप में जितनी कंट्री है, सबसे बड़ा सुपर पावर जो है, दैट इज ऑल्सो डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री. इस दुनिया में सारे कंट्री से डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री है, जहाँ पे किंग भी होते हैं, वो भी बोलते हैं हम डेमोक्रेटिक है, क्योंकि हमारी कंट्री में वोटिंग राइट लोगों को दिया गया है. जब वोटिंग राइट होते हैं तब वो कंट्री डेमोक्रेसी हो जाते हैं, अपने आप को वो बोलते हैं. तो कोई भी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में डेमोक्रेसी रखने के लिए, टू प्रिजर्व डेमोक्रेटिक स्पिरिट, दैट पावर शेयरिंग इज डिजायरेबल. क्यों प्रिजर्व डेमोक्रेटिक स्पिरिट? डेमोक्रेसी मीन्स डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ पावर. डेमोक्रेसी की मतलब ही होते हैं डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ पावर. सो in democracy, power sharing is the spirit. Without power, or without power sharing, that democracy cannot run in the long run. One or other day the democratic country will be crumbled down. इसीलिए 1991 में यूएसएसआर, यूनाइटेड सोशलिस्ट सोवियत रशिया, जो बोलते थे कि हम डेमोक्रेटिक सोशलिस्ट कंट्री है, प्रैक्टिकली वहाँ पे डेमोक्रेसी था ही नहीं, बिकॉज देयर वाज ओनली वन पार्टी, इट वाज द कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी. लोगों की वोटिंग राइट ज़रूर थे, लेकिन पावर शेयरिंग नहीं था. सारे पावर कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की हाथ में था. जो अदर रिपब्लिक्स था, सच एज जॉर्जिया, सच एज एस्टोनिया, लातविया, लिथुआनिया, जितनी कंट्रीज, बेलारूस, ये सब कंट्रीज की ये जो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी था, सब जगह पे कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की गवर्नमेंट, और कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी वाज कंट्रोल्ड. In all these countries, the communist party was controlled by the Russian Communist Party. तो obviously पावर शेयरिंग तो है ही नहीं, लोगों के हाथ में कोई पावर है ही नहीं. ये ना कोई स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, ना कोई लोकल गवर्नमेंट. तो ultimately in the year 1991 the whole USSR had been disintegrated. ऐसा ही हाल हुआ था, हाल हो सकते थे. ये if we take the case of Belgium, is a very small country. Belgium is a very small country. That country is in Europe, and you know their its border is shared by Luxembourg, Netherlands. This country के साथ उनकी border share होते हैं. तो इस कंट्री में दो रीजन, इम्पॉर्टेंट रीजन, वन इज फ्लेमिश रीजन, अनदर इज वालेनिया रीजन, एंड उसकी दिस कंट्रीज capital is Brussels. What is the problem? What is the composition, ethnic composition of this country? Actually, in Belgium, the ethnic composition consisted of two language speaking people largely. One is French speaking people and another is Dutch speaking people. इसी कंट्री की जो दो एरिया है, इम्पोर्टेंट एरिया, वन इज वालानिया रीजन, वन इज फ्लेमिश रीजन, अनदर इज वालानिया रीजन. और जो टोटल एथनिक कंपोजिशन था, वो कंपोजिशन था फ्रेंच स्पीकिंग पीपल एंड डच स्पीकिंग पीपल. सो that French speaking people here, the French speaking people are richer than the Dutch speaking people, though the Dutch speaking people were larger in number. The Dutch speaking people were larger in number. So in the long run, in the process of their going on governance, that the Dutch speaking people felt resentment. That means they were annoyed with the government. They started to break their own region from the total government, from the complete union government. Looking at the situation in the year 1970 to 1974, 4 times they had amended the constitution to accommodate these French speaking people and Dutch speaking people together, with diversifying or decentralizing power. What actually the situation now? We will look into that. I have already stated Belgium is consisted of two important region. One is Flemish region and one is Wallonia region. In Flemish region, 59%, look at the composition, 59% people were the Dutch speaking people, and Wallonia region, 40% people were French speaking people. And in capital Brussels, the whole situation is different. Here in capital Brussels, here 80% people are French speaking people, 20% are German speaking people, 20% are German speaking people. So absolutely it is a different ethnic composition, and already I have stated here the Dutch speaking people are larger in number, But French speaking people, though they are smaller in number, but somehow they were more advanced and richer than the Dutch speaking people. This disparity, this difference made has made the Dutch speaking people resented against the French speaking people as well as the union government. So, to save the diversities diversities of the country as well as the integrity of the country, the constitution has been amended. What happened? What the Belgium constitution makers had done? Number one, that is the subjects which were enacted or where the laws were made by the central government, where the laws were made, because you know very well the union subjects which are considered the subject of national importance, law is made by the union government. That subjects where many of the subjects were transferred to the state government, many of the subjects, though they were of national interest, but many of the subjects were transferred to the state government. That means Wallonia region government and Flemish region government. That means now both the governments are equally powerful. There is no disparity of power. Both the governments are equally powerful. Number one. Number two, that is in Brussels. In Brussels, all the ministers are coming equally from the two different language speaking people. That means if there are total 80 ministers, if for example, I am not talking about the reality, it is hypothetically, if there are 40 people, 40 ministers are there, that 20 ministers will come from Dutch speaking people as well as 20 ministers will be coming from the French speaking people. Here there will be no distinction whether the Dutch speaking people are more, whether the French speaking people are less, nothing else. In the capital, both of the both of the language speaking people are equally empowered to send their equal proportionate representatives. Both the language speaking people are equally empowered to send the equal representatives to the capital. Number one, and last of all, the two linguistic people, they have their own community government here, who are speaking in which language in the small region. Suppose in the Flemish region, in a one small city, suppose in one small city where all are French speaking people, all are mainly there are French speaking people, though the whole Flemish region Dutch speaking people are more, but in suppose in one city of that Flemish region there the Dutch speaking French speaking people are more, they have their own linguistic government. That government will think about that linguistic community government. It is called community government, and elected by the different language speaking people. That government will think about their local problems as well as the local problems as well as the problems related to their culture. So in this way, that all the communities, look here what they have done, they have given equal power to both the communities. Mainly the union list. Mainly the Union subjects were referred to the two region government, that is Flemish region and Wallonia region. There was no problem for that, because all were happy. They are having the equal power. They are not answerable to the central government. So obviously they are very happy. And last of all, in Brussels and in their own region also, the majority language speaking people, they are having their own government, that is called community government, looking at their that speaking peoples, their culture as well as their problem. So in this way, that the Belgium constitution makers, they have divided the power. They have not concentrate power in their own hand. So in this way they had saved the country to be divided.